Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to this playthrough of Mage Knight. It's been a while since I published anything on the channel. You may remember I had some issues with my camera. Those have hopefully now been resolved. And before we start, I'd just like to thank anyone who contributed to helping resolve those issues. I'd like to particularly thank a viewer named Adam, who, without his help and encouragement, I probably wouldn't be making these videos. So yeah, that's really appreciate the help from anyone who was able to contribute. Today we're going to be playing as Goldyx. We're going up against Tovak. We have 2 whites and a red in the source, and our unit offer is going to be the peasants, the Utum swordsmen, and the illusionists. Our advanced action offer is going to be Song of Wind, Ice Bolt, and Ambush. And for our spell offer, we have Restoration Rebirth, Space Bending, Time Bending, and Fireball Firestorm. And I think that is everything for setup. So we can go ahead and draw our first hand of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the cards we get are March, Threaten, Will Focus, Rage, and Swiftness. And for tactics here, I'm thinking I will take Planning. I probably want to come over to this tile and see what's in the Mage Tower. There is the option to maybe come up here, and then yeah, we don't have a lot of movement in our starting hand, so we could come up here, and then if we don't like what's in here, we can just go on to the village and maybe recruit the peasants. And then go for the dungeon there. So I think I'll take Planning, and the dummy player is going to take number 3, which is Mana Steel. So that's out of the game. And yeah, they're going to go first. So we have 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue, so they get 2 more, 1 and 2. So back to us. So yeah, I think I will play March and Threaten sideways to move 3. So that's going to get us there. And okay, so we have 3 fire attack with brutal, physical, and fire resistance, and 4 armor. Wow, okay. Yeah, I think we'll end our turn there. Although, actually, no. I'm probably not going to want to go for that. It's just getting the movement in and then trying to come up with 8 attack is going to be a big ask, I think. So I think we might play Swiftness to move another 2 here. We'll end our turn with 2 in hand. So we'll draw back up to our hand limit, which is 6 because of planning. So we get 4 more, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the cards we get are Stamina, Rage, Improvisation, and Crystal Joy. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's another blue, so they get 1 and 2. Back to us. And here I think I'm going to go with Stamina to move 2 into the village, and then we can probably go and recruit the peasants. So we'll use Improvisation with the red from the source. We'll discard Crystal Joy for that, which will give us Influence of 5. So we recruit the peasants. We'll end our turn there. That's a white, so 3 whites in the source. Hopefully get maybe mana draw or something. So we have 3. We'll draw another 3 because of planning. 1, 2, and 3. And we get Promise, Swiftness, and Determination. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a green. They don't go again. Back to us. I think here we will plunder the village, so we'll lose a reputation. We'll get 2 more cards, so 1 and 2. And we get March and Mana Draw. And for our turn, I think I'm going to go for the dungeon here. So we'll play March, and we will play Promise and Determination sideways. That gets us a move 4. We'll enter the dungeon for our action, and we will draw 1 brown enemy, and we get, okay, so 7 armor, swiftness, or sorry, 7 attack, swiftness, and 5 armor. And I think here we'll play Mana Draw, use a white from the source. We'll take another white and set it to green. Which will get us 2 green tokens, and I'm going to use one of those with Will Focus and Swiftness for a ranged attack of 6. which is enough to take him out in the range of siege attack phase. We get 5 fame, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we do level up. Green doesn't get re-rolled, the white does. That's another white, so we will discard those. We're left with 2 cards in hand. We will clean up this. We get 1 shield token for conquering the dungeon. So we'll get our reward from combat, and we roll the dice. It is a red, so we're going to get an artifact for our reward, and the choice we get is Banner of Fear or Bow of Starstone. That's a tough one. I think I'm going to take Banner of Fear. The strong effect is just so good. Assign this to a unit you control during the block phase of combat. You may spend this unit to cancel 1 enemy attack if you do flame +1, and then the strong effect is up to 3 enemies do not attack this combat. So I'll take that, and then we will do our level up. So we get a choice of skill, and we have a choice between the co-op one or motivation. I think I'm going to take the co-op one for sure. The common skill then is I think that's Shield Mastery from Tovak. Very good skill actually. I might try and get that later. And then for our advanced action, I think I'm going to take Ice Bolt. These advance, and the new one is Crushing Bolt. So yeah, we will draw back up to our hand limit, which is 6 because we still have 2 in hand. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and we get Tranquility, Stamina, Banner of Fear, and Ice Bolt. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. So they're going to declare end of round in the next turn. Back to us. For our turn, I think I'm going to first of all assign the Banner of Fear to the peasants here, and then we will. I think I'll use the peasants for their move of 2 and explore here. And the tile we get is tile number 6. So we are right next to an orc. So that's going to go face up. And it is, okay, so 2 attacks of 2 physical attacks of 1 each and 4 armor. And then I think we will engage the orc in combat. So we are going to take 2 wounds, and then we will play the 2 rages for an attack of 4. That's enough to take him out. We get +1 reputation and +2 fame. So 1, 2, not quite leveling up again, unfortunately. Then we can use the green from the source with Tranquility to heal those 2 wounds. And we will play Ice Bolt for a blue crystal to our inventory, and then we'll be left with stamina here. We'll just end the round there, I think. So planning goes away. The source gets re-rolled, and it is 2 blacks and a green. So we will keep the green, re-roll the 2 blacks, and it is a gold and a red. The unit offer gets refreshed, and the new ones we get are the Herbalists, the Illusionists, and the Red Cape Monks. The advanced actions, they're going to take Song of Wind into their deck. These advance, and the new one we get is Mountain Lore. And then they're going to get a green into their inventory for Restoration and Rebirth. The spells advance, and the new one that we get is Mana Bolt, Mana Thunderbolt. Then we can ready our units. We didn't use our skill, and we can shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, so we can draw up to our hand limit of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we get Rage, Determination, Swiftness, and Stamina. And I think for tactics, I'm going to take Preparation. I'll probably try and go through the forest there and get here, and then maybe explore. So the dummy player is going to take number 6 of Sparing Power. Dang, that's out of the game. And we are going to choose with our preparation. We're going to take the March, I think, because there's a green in the source. So hopefully we can get a bit of movement going. And yeah, we're only one fame away from leveling up here, so hopefully we can get that fairly early. Okay, so we're going to go first. So green march is move 4, and then I think we'll spend stamina for move 2, and probably, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with swiftness, and then maybe rage sideways for 9. Oh, so we get 5, 6, 7, and then we'll explore here with the last 2 points of movement, and it is tile number 3. Okay, so there's a village and 1 keep, which we'll place face down, and then we'll end our turn there. So that gets re-rolled. It's a red. These are discarded, and we'll draw back up to our hand limit, which is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we get Ice Bolt, Promise, and Crystal Joy. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They don't have a white in their inventory, so they end their turn there. Back to us. And for our turn, I think I'm going to play, let's use the red to get a red into our inventory. And then we can, I think I will play Swiftness for move 2, which moves us here next to the keep. And I think we'll end our turn there. Probably discard Promise because there's no units in the offer that can be recruited in a keep. And I think I want to try and take that keep. So we'll end our turn. That's a black. And we draw back up to our hand limit, so we have 2 left, and we 1, 2, 3, and we get Tranquility, Stamina, and Threaten. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue, they get 2 more, 1 and 2. Back to us. And I think for our turn we'll play Tranquility to draw 1 card, and we get Rage, and then we'll use our Motivation for a green, and we'll get 2 more cards, so 1, 2, and we get Improvisation and Will Focus. And I think we'll go for the keep here, so we'll play Stamina and Threaten. So that gives us a move of 3. We'll move into the keep. We lose 1 reputation, and the enemy we're going to face is, okay, so 3 physical attack and 3 ice attack, ice resistance, which is not great given we have our Ice Bolt in hand. And I think here we'll use our nothing in the Rage of Siege attack phase. We're going to spend our unit to cancel the physical attack, and then we just have to deal with the ice attack. And I think for that we'll play Will Focus with Determination using the green we got from our Motivation for a block of 7. That's inefficient against his ice attack, so that is fully blocked. And then we need 4 points of physical attack or fire attack, which is efficient. So I think I'll play Improvisation and discard Rage using the red from our inventory for an attack of 5. That's enough to take him out. We get 5 fame plus 1 from using the Banner of Fear, and we lose another reputation. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1 is 6. And we get 1 shield token on our keep. So our hand limit will be 1 higher. These go away. We'll discard these. And we're left with Ice Bolt in hand. So we only have 2 cards left, and they are March and Mana Draw. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They get 1 more. Back to us. Sorry, I just realized instead of using our red from our inventory, we could have used the red from the source on the last turn. So let me just take that red back, and then we'll re-roll this, and it's a black. So we have 2 blacks and a gold in the source. So for this turn, I think I'll play March, where we'll explore this tile here for 2. And it is tile number 7, so we get our first monastery on the board. And which way is that? There we go. And yeah, so we'll get an advanced action for the monastery, and it is Temporal Portal. We're left with Ice Bolt and Mana Draw, so we could move on to the monastery, for the next turn, or we could get another blue crystal into our inventory. I think I'll actually stay where I am and play these two sideways to explore one more tile. And sorry, before we do that, we have another orc, and it is 2 physical attacks of 1 each and 4 armor. So we'll play these two sideways and we'll explore this tile here. And it is tile number 8. Okay, so there's another orc and there's a ruins. So the orc is going to be 7 physical attack, cumbersome, physical resistance, fortified, and 2 armor. And then the ruins goes face down because it's at night. And we will end the turn and round there. So yeah, we will re-roll the source, and it is black, blue, and white. So there, we are going to replace the unit offer, and the new ones we get are Utum Guardsmen, Shock Troops, and the Foresters. The dummy player is going to take Ambush into their deck. We are replacing Temporal Portal with the new one is Spellforge, and the advanced actions advance, and we get maximal effect as the new one. They're going to take a blue into their inventory for space bending, time bending. The spells advance, and the new one that we're going to get is Offering Sacrifice. We can ready our unit and our skill, and then shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, so before we go on, I forgot to give myself the other command token for leveling up, so we'll take that now. We'll draw up to our hand limit of 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we get Improvisation, March, Stamina, Rage, and Mana Draw. For Tactics, I think I'm going to want to take Great Start. And the dummy player is going to get number 1, so Early Bird, both out of the game. We draw 2, so 1 and 2, and we get Determination and Crystal Joy. Dummy player is going to go first, so 1, 2, and 3. It's a white, they don't go again. Back to us. I think for my turn, I'm going to do Improvisation, discarding Crystal Joy with a red from our inventory for influence of 5, and probably play March sideways for influence 1, so that's a total influence of 6. We're -1 on the reputation track, so that's enough to get the Utum Guardsman. And we'll end our turn there. These get discarded, and we'll draw back up to our hand limit of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get one more. It is Rage. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 3 more. So 1, 2, and 3. Back to us. I think for our turn, we're going to play Stamina, move 2 onto the monastery, and then we'll burn the monastery down. So 1, 2, 3. And we'll get a purple enemy for that. And it is, okay, so 5 ice attack, ice resistance, and 6 armor. I think motivation gets us a green crystal, and we'll get 2 more cards, so 1 and 2. And we get swiftness and stamina. And I think we will take 2 wounds to hand for that. His ice attack, there's no way I can come up with 10 block because I don't have fire block, which is efficient. So we'll play Mana Draw with a white from the source. And I think I will take the black and set it to red. So we'll get 2 red crystals. And we'll play one of those with Rage, so that's attack of 4. That should be red, or white, sorry. So that's an attack of 4, and then we can play the other Rage. It doesn't really matter. So that is 8 physical attack, which is efficient. So we get 5 fame, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get a shield token for conquering the monastery. And we will level up at the end of the turn, so these go away. Red does not get rerolled, white does, and it is a blue. The green we didn't end up using, so these get discarded. We're left with these 2 wounds in hand and these 3 cards. And And I think, yeah, let's just keep those in hand for now. So we'll get our rewards first. So I'm sorry, that rune should be face up. It is, okay, so a brown and a purple enemy for a spell and 4 crystals. So first, our reward for conquering the monastery, and we get endless gem pouch or emerald ring. I think I'm going to take emerald ring here. So we'll keep that. That goes back in the bottom, and then we get choice of skill for our level up, and we have so potion. I think that's potion making. Yeah, potion making once around, except during combat. Flick this to get heal 2, or freezing power, siege attack 1, or ice siege attack 1. Or I could take shield mastery from Tovak, which might actually work because I do want that crushing bolt as my advanced action. I think I'm going to. I think I'll just take the potion making to be able to keep my hand relatively clean. The new common skill is Tovak's cooperative skill. I think I'm going to take the crushing bolt. It might go well with our emerald ring. These advance, and the new advanced action is crystal mastery. So that is fine. We're left with these 5 in hand. So yeah, we don't draw any more. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a green. They get 1 more. It's back to us. I think for us, I'm going to use potion making to heal these 2 wounds. We probably want to play stamina with a blue from the source for a move of 4. So that gets us to there. And then we can explore this tile as well. Do I want to? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so it's tile 11. There is another ruins. There's a mage tower and an orc. So the orc is going to be so another 7 physical attack with cumbersome physical resistance and fortified. The ruin is going face up, and it is going to be 2 purple enemies for a spell and an advanced action. And then the mage tower goes face down. And I think for the rest of our turn, we can engage this guy in combat. We will use our peasants with the Banner of Fear to cancel the attack. So, and then we can use Determination for an attack of 2, and our Udum Guardsman for an attack of 2. And yeah, we'll leave it there. So that is +1 reputation and +4 fame. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. That goes there. This gets re-rolled. It's a black. We're left with 1 card in hand, and we will then draw another 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the cards we get are Promise, Ice Bolt, Emerald Ring, and Crushing Bolt. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They don't go again. Back to us. I think for our turn, we will play Swiftness with Promise sideways to move onto the ruins. We're left with these 3. We'll end our turn there, I think. See what we draw. So 3, 4, and 5. And we get Threaten, and we'll focus. Dummy player then 1, 2. They're going to declare end of round on the next turn. Back to us. I think I might actually go for this ruins here. But I definitely want to get 1 more tile out before the end of the round. So let's go with let's go for the ruins, so that we're getting a brown and a purple enemy. So purple, brown, and the purple one is going to be 5 physical attack with 5 armor and poison, and then the brown is going to be 5 physical attack with brutal and 5 armor. Okay. And I think here we will play our Emerald Ring. So we'll get a green mana token and a green crystal to our inventory, and we get Fame +1. So Fame +1. And then we can use Will Focus with the green mana token and Crushing Bolt for siege attack of 6. We're going to take out this brown enemy. We're going to take 2 wounds to hand from him and 2 wounds to discard for the poison. So we'll put them there, and then I think we will end our turn there. So that guy stays there. And we will get the fame for this. So that is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we get one more command token for that level up. I'll take that now. This goes away. We're discarding these. We're left with 3 cards in hand. Do I want to discard that Ice Bolt now? Well, we have... No, I don't. So we'll keep those, and we draw our final 3. We get Swiftness, Tranquility, and March. Dummy Bear then declares end of round. Back to us. I was hoping to go for this guy and still be able to move, but I don't want to take the wounds, and we don't have a lot of blocks. So I think what I'll do is play Tranquility with the green from our inventory to heal the 2 wounds we have in hand. We'll play March to explore this tile, and it is the blue city, so we're right next to the water there. So a Draconium on the far side and another monastery. And the Draconium is going to be 6 ice attack, paralyze, ice and physical resistance, and 7 armor. The monastery, the new card, is going to be intimidate. And then the blue city at level 7 is going to be a grey, 2 purple, and a white. So a grey, 2 purple, and a white. And any elemental attacks are going to be boosted in that city. We'll play Ice Bolt to get a blue to our inventory, and then we will end our turn there. So this goes away. That's the end of the round. We are re-rolling the source. That is gold, red, and white. So gold, red, white. We're replacing the units, so we do have a core tile on the board now. So we get an elite unit, which is the heroes. We get 1 regular is the thugs, and then the second elite is the fire mages. The advanced actions then, so we're only replacing 1 of these because we burned 1 monastery, and the one we get is Stout Resolve. They're going to take the Mountain Lord into their deck, these advance, and the new one we get is Blood Rage. They're going to get a red into their inventory for Fireball, Firestorm. The spells advance, and the new one we get is Burning Shield, Exploding Shield. We can ready our units and our skills and shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, so we can draw our hand limit of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we get a wound, swiftness, will focus, march, rage, and stamina. For tactics, I think I'm probably going to take mana search just to give a bit of mana flexibility. Dummy player is going to take number 1, so From the Dusk is out of the game. And that means they are going first. So they go 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They don't go again. Back to us. I think for us, I'm going to want to finish off this guy. So we will spend our peasants to cancel his attack. We get fame +1 for that. And then to kill him, I'm going to use swiftness with the white from the source for a ranged attack of 3. And rage for an attack of 2. That's enough to take him out. So we get +4 fame. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. That means we do conquer the ruin. And our reward is going to be a spell and 4 crystals. This gets re-rolled. Do I want to do anything else on this turn? I don't think so. So we will... that's a black. Those get discarded. So our rewards then are spells. So we can take Mana Bolt, Mana Thunderbolt, Offering, Sacrifice, or Burning Shield, Exploding Shield. I think I'm going to take the Burning Shield, Exploding Shield. That goes on top. The new spell that we're getting is Meditation Trance. We do not have enough to level up, unfortunately, so we're left with 4 cards in hand. And yeah, we will draw up to our hand limit of 2 more, so 1, 2. and we get mana draw and burning shield, exploding shield. Oh, and I forgot the crystals. So white, green, red, and blue. So blue, green, red, and white. So we're at our maximum number of blue crystals now. So yeah, the dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a red. They get 2 more, 1 and 2. Back to us. I think here let's re-roll the gold and the red in the source from our mana search. That is 2 gold, so that is really, really bad. Let's go with March for move 2, Stamina for move 2. That's a move of 4. Let's play Will Focus, I think, sideways for a move of 5. That gets us into the Magical Glade. And we'll end our turn there. These get discarded. Because we end on a Magical Glade, we can throw away this wound. We're left with 2 in hand. We'll draw up to our hand limit of 6, so 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we get Improvisation, Tranquility, Promise, and Crystal Joy. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Back to us. And I think here let's first re-roll the 2 golds for mana search. That's a gold and a green. Okay, so improvisation, we can play and discard promise for a move of 3. That will get us next to the blue city, so we reveal what's in there. And it is, okay, so 8 fire attack, cumbersome, fortified, 7 armor, 2 ice attack, paralyze, physical ice resistance, 4 armor, 6 fire attack, fire resistance, 5 armor, and 5 physical attack, elusive, unfortified, and 6 armor if we don't block, 3 armor if we do. The elemental attacks are going to be boosted because they're in the blue city. And then we can play Crystal Joy. We will use the green in the source to take a green into our inventory. And we will keep these 3 cards in hand, I think, and roll that. So that's another green. And we'll draw up to our hand limit, so 3 more, 1, 2, 3, and we get Stamina, March, and Ice Bolt. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue. They get 3 more. They're going to declare end of round on the next turn. Back to us. And I think here let's use our motivation for a green, and we'll get 2 more cards. So we get 1 is Determination, and then Emerald Ring. Okay. I think first let's use Stamina for a move of 2. We'll explore here. And the new tile is, so it's the green city. So that is, goes like that. We're right next to an orc. So we'll place the orc here first. And it's going to be, 3 physical attack, poison, and 5 armor. And then the orc next to us is going to be 3 physical attack, fortified, and 3 armor. And then the green city at level 10 is going to be so grey, 2 brown, and 2 white. So grey enemy, 2 browns, and 2 white. And any physical attack in here is going to be poisonous. Yeah, 2 brown and 2 white. Okay, so for our turn, I think we still have this green. We have a green from our Emerald Ring as well. We do have Tranquility, so let's use Tranquility with the green that we have here to draw 2 more cards. And it is a Wound and Rage. Okay. And I think here we want to engage the Draconum, and I think I'm going to engage the Orc, both of these in combat. So range and siege attack phase, we are not going to do anything. We're going to play Burning Shield with the red from our inventory and the black in the, although we could actually re-roll first the green and the gold using our mana search, and that is a green and gold, so didn't help. We're going to use the black here for Exploding Shield, Fire Block 4. If this card is used part of a successful block, destroy the blocked enemy. We're going to play Determination for a block of 2, which is, so Fire Block 4 is efficient against his ice attack. So we need another 4 points of inefficient attack, or block, sorry, to successfully block him. So we can use Rage and Determination for a block of 4. So that is him successfully blocked. He will be destroyed using the Exploding Shield. And then for this guy, I think he's fortified, so we could take him out with the, or we couldn't take him out in the Rage of Siege attack with the ranged ice attack from Ice Bolt. So we will use our Utem Guardsman for a block of 4. He's fully blocked. And then I will use Ice Bolt along with a blue from our inventory for an ice attack of 3. So he's dead as well. And so is he. So that's that. This gets re-rolled, and it is a red. Yeah, and then these are going away. So green, red, and blue. These are all getting discarded. I could have used my potion, making skill to heal this wound. So let's do that actually. And we're left with these 3 in hand. We have 1, 2, 3 there. So yeah, I think we're okay keeping that. We're getting 2 reputation and 1 from there. So that's 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we're getting 8 fame plus 2 is 10. So we're going from 32 up to 42. That is a level up. And yeah, so we are getting a choice of skill. And we get, okay, so these ones are Universal Power. Once a turn, you may add 1 mana to a card played sideways. If you do, the card gives +3 instead of +1. If it is an action or spell card of the same color as that mana, it gives +4. And then the bottom one is Red Crystal Craft. Once a round, flip this to gain 1 blue crystal to your inventory and 1 red mana token. And I think here I'm going to take the Red Crystal Craft because I do have quite a good red spell, so I'll take that. And the common one is from Tovak, and then I was tempted to take Shield Mastery, but I really wanted Blood Rage, so I couldn't take that and get Blood Rage. So I think I won't take it this time. And the new advanced action is Regeneration. So that's that. We have 3 here. We're drawing another 3. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's go with that. Crushing Bolt, Threaten, and Blood Rage are the cards we get. Dummy player declares end of round, back to us. And I think for our turn, I was hoping to go to the village and get the heroes, but I think I'm going to be 1 influence short. So what I think I'll do is let's use this skill for blue to our inventory and a red mana token. We will also play Emerald Ring for a green crystal and a green mana token, and we get Fame +1. And then we can play March with the green that we just got. Blood Rage sideways to move 5 into this village. We reveal what's in the city, and it is, okay, so 6 fire attack, brutal, ice resistance, 6 armor, 5 physical attack, all 3 resistances, doubly fortified 7 armor, 3 physical attack, doubly fortified 7 armor, 5 physical attack, brutal, 5 armor, and 6 physical attack, doubly fortified, and 6 armor. So there's a lot of physical attack in there. All of it's poisonous. And then for action, I think I'm going to recruit the thugs there. So we'll use the red with Threaten. Our reputation is on 0. So yeah, we will recruit the thugs. And then we can play, well, we could use Crushing Bolt, but we're maxed out on our green crystals here. So yeah, we can't do that. So that's all we can do, I think. And these will get discarded. So green and red. And yeah, that's the end of the round. The card we didn't get to was Swiftness. we're going to reroll the source. So that is green and 2 blues. The unit offer is getting refreshed, and our first elite unit is going to be the Ultim Guardians. Just reset that. The regular unit is going to be the Guardian Golems, and the next elite is going to be the Amatep Freezers. We still have 1 monastery on the board, and the monastery advanced action is Rush of Adrenaline. Mana Search goes away. They take maximal effect into their deck. These advance, and the new one we get is Ice Shield. They're going to get a blue into their inventory. So another one for Mana Bolt, Mana Thunderbolt. The spells advance, and the new one that we get is Call to Arms, Call to Glory. We'll refresh these and our skills, and then we can shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, and before we draw cards, I forgot to reduce my reputation by 1 for using the stronger effect of Threaten on the last turn. So we do that. We draw our hand limit is 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we get Rage, Burning Shield, Exploding Shield, Tranquility, March, Promise, and Blood Rage. For tactics, I'm going to take Rethink. Dummy players left with the right moment, so we're going to go first. We can discard up to 3 cards, and then draw that many cards. And I think I will discard Promise and probably Tranquility. Maybe just Promise. I don't need that at the moment. And then we draw 1, and it is Determination. And then we can shuffle up. Okay, so we are going first, and I think for this I'm going to play March with the green from the source to move 4, and we'll move next to the blue city. We'll end our turn there, I think. And that gets re-rolled. It is a green. That gets discarded. We draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we get 1 more. So we get Promise. So that didn't work out great. 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They don't go again. Back to us. And I think here, let's use our motivation for a green and 2 cards. So we get 1 green, 2 more cards. So 1 and 2. Sorry, that is Crushing Bolt and Swiftness. Okay. Let's use the green that we just got with Tranquility to get 2 more cards. So we get Swiftness and Crystal Joy. Okay. Okay, first of all, let's use our skill here for a blue and a red. So we get blue and a red. Okay, I think we're going to go first. So we'll play Swiftness for a move of 2 to move into the blue city. We'll lose 1 reputation. These are the enemies we're going to face. First of all, let's spend our peasants using the Banner of Fear to cancel his attack. So we get Fame +1 for that. So he is cancelled. We are not going to take anything out in the Rage of Siege attack phase. What I will play is Burning Shield with the red. That is going to block. Fire block 4 is efficient against ice attack. His ice attack is boosted by 2 to ice 4. So he's successfully blocked. We're going to get fire attack 4 in the attack phase, which will be efficient against his armor. So he will be dead in the attack phase. This guy, I'm going to use Determination with the blue that we have here for a block of 5. So he's successfully blocked. His armor will be 3 in the attack phase. And then this guy has a fire attack of 6 +2 is 8. So I think I'm going to take 3 wounds from him. So 1, 2, and 3. So that is all for that. And then we go on to the attack phase. This guy is dead from Burning Shield. And then we have 3 armor there, 5 armor there, and 7 armor there. So that's a total of 15. And we can use, I think, let's use Blood Rage. Well, first of all, let's use Crystal Joy with the blue from our inventory. That will get us a red crystal, which I'm going to use with Blood Rage for an attack of 4. and then we can use swiftness with a white from our inventory. For an attack of 3, we can play crushing bolt for an attack with a green from the inventory, or from the source, sorry. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can get Guardsman for an attack of 2. That's 12. We can play Rage for an attack of 2. That's 14. And then, do I want to use Promise Sideways, or I could take one more hit in Reputation? I think I'll use Promise Sideways. Or actually, yeah, let's use Promise Sideways for an attack of 1. So that is enough to take out those 3 enemies as well. So just to recap, we moved in with Swiftness. We didn't do anything in the Rage of Siege attack phase. We activated spent our peasants to cancel his attack. We played Burning Shield, which was enough to block him. And then we used Determination with the blue to block him. We took wounds from him, and then for the attack, we needed 15 points of attack because this guy was killed by Burning Shield. And we got that using Blood Rage, Swiftness, Crushing Bolt, Rage, Promise Sideways, and the Udum Guardsman. So that is all 4 of those successfully defeated. We get 4 shield tokens on the blue city. And we will tidy up here. So blue in there. This gets re-rolled. It is a green, white, red, green, blue. And yeah, so we will tidy up our player. We took 3 wounds there. We can activate potion making to heal 2. So we're left with 1 wound in hand. All of these get discarded. And our hand limit is now 2 higher. So let's take our fame first. 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 7 is 15, plus 5 is 20. So we go from 44 to 64. That is 2 level ups. Okay. So we'll get our command token, and then we get our skill. So we have a choice between, I think that's green Crystalcraft and white Crystalcraft, or one of Tovak's common skills. So I think for advanced action, I really wanted to take Ice Shield, but that would mean I'd have to take one of Tovak's skills, and but regeneration is also really appealing because I could renew or ready this unit and get rid of the wound. So I think I'm going to actually take this. Sorry, that should be discarded as well. We have the Emerald Shield, so I don't think it's worth taking that. And then the common skill is Tovak's Motivation. I'm going to take Regeneration here. That goes into our deck. The new advanced action is going to be Chivalry. And yeah, that is all. So we are drawing up to our hand limit of 6 plus 2 is 8. We have 1 in hand, so we get another 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we have Will Focus, Emerald Ring, Stamina, Mana Draw, Rage, Improvisation, and Regeneration. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a green, so they get 1 more. Back to us. And I think here, let's first of all play Regeneration. We'll heal that 1 wound from our hand, and we will ready our peasant unit. And then we can, I think I'm going to recruit here. So I'm going to go for actually the Amatep Freezers and the Ultim Guardians, I think. So that'll be 11 plus 8 is, we'll need 19 influence, plus 1 is 20. So we can use our Thugs for influence 4, Peasants for influence 2, Will Focus with the green from the source, plus Improvisation, discarding probably Mana Draw for influence of 5, 8. So we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then Stamina and Rage Sideways for 20 influence. We will take the Amatep Freezers under our free command token, and then the Ultim Guardians. I think I will take out probably the Peasants. So the Banner of Fear goes into our discard. These go out of the game. And then we're left with the Emerald Ring in hand. This gets re-rolled. It's a black. These are getting discarded. And we are drawing up to our hand limit, which is 8. So 1 from Emerald Ring, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have Threaten, March, Stamina, and Ice Bolt. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a red, they get 2 more, 1 and 2. Back to us. And I think here, normally I would want the to buy a spell here, but none of them, Call to Arms, Meditation, or Offering, are particularly appealing. So I think I'll play Ice Bolt for a blue to our inventory. And then we can use Emerald Ring for a green. We can't take any more greens, so I'll just take the Fame +1. And then I think it will end it there. So yeah, we will reroll the source. And it white, green, and red. So they go there. We're refreshing the unit offer, and the first elite unit that we get is going to be fire golems. Regular unit is going to be scouts, and the second elite is the catapults. We still have 1 monastery on the board, so we get, for the advanced action, Swift Bolt. They're going to take Crystal Mastery into their deck, so that's another blue. These advance along. And the new one we get is Pure Magic. They're going to take a red into their inventory for Offering Sacrifice. These advance, and the new spell that we get is Cure Disease. And then we can ready our units on our skill. And sorry, we could have used this skill, but it wouldn't. We're already at our inventory limit of blue crystals, so it wouldn't have made a difference, I don't think. We'll ready those, and then we can shuffle up and go on to the next round. Okay, so actually, apologies, I forgot to reduce my reputation by 1 for using the thugs for influence on the last turn. So we'll draw up to our hand limit of 6 + 2 for being in our city. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we get Swiftness, Will Focus, Stamina, Mana Draw, Promise, March, Burning Shield, Exploding Shield, and Determination. And I think for tactics here, we have Long Night or Midnight Meditation. I'm just going to take Long Night just to be able to go first. So I think what we will do is probably recruit here. So we're going to go and get the catapults, I think. So we'll use our thugs for influence of 4. We'll use the white from the source with Promise for influence of 4, plus the 4 for being in our city. So that's a total influence of 12. Less 2 for a reputation track is more than enough to get the catapults. And I'm going to replace the thugs with the catapults, so the thugs leave the game. We're left with these in hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I want to discard any here? I don't think so. I think I'm okay. This gets re-rolled. It's a blue. We discard that, and we draw 1 more, and it is Crystal Joy. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a blue, so 4 more. Wow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and those are green, 2 reds, and a white. Okay, so back to us. And I think here, let's go with Stamina with a blue from the source for a move of 4. We'll play March and Swiftness for a move of 2 each. That's a total move of 8. So that gets us 3 + 5 next to the green city is 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll re-roll that. That is a white. These get discarded, and we are drawing up to our hand limit, which is 6. So we get 1 more, and that's Rage. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a green. They get 1 more. Back to us. I think I'm going to plunder the village. We get 2 more. So Ice Bolt and March. Okay. And I think here, let's play Crystal Joy with a blue from our inventory. We'll take a red, I think, for that. So we'll take that into our inventory. That goes away. This gets discarded. I think we're okay with what we have in hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a green. They get 1 more. Back to us. I'm going to plunder the village again, I think. So we get 2 more. And it is Swiftness and Banner of Fear. Okay. And I think here we will hold off for one turn and discard March. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Dummy player then 1, 2, and 3. It's a white. They don't go again. Back to us. Let's plunder the village. So we get 2 more, 1 and 2, and we get stamina and regeneration. Let's use our motivation for a green and 2 cards. So 1 and 2. And we get Tranquility and Blood Rage. I think I'll use Tranquility with that green to get 2 more. So we get Emerald Ring and Improvisation. Okay. Okay, I think let's go for it here. So we'll play Stamina for move 2 to move into the city. We can't lose any more on the Reputation track. And these are the enemies we're going to face. So we'll bring them down. Okay, so first of all, let's break the Emerald Ring for an endless supply of green and black. Bane +1 for each green spell we cast this turn. I don't think there's going to be any of those. We'll break the Banner of Fear, and we're going to choose 3 enemies not to attack. Let's choose him for 1. Let's choose him for 2, and probably him for 3. So those 3 are not attacking. Let's use these skills for a blue and a red. So we'll get 1 blue and 1 red, and then we'll get a white and a blue as well for this skill. So white and another blue. Okay, so we have an endless supply of black, so we'll take 1 black and use this red to play our Burning Shield spell. Exploding Shield. So we get a fire block 4. We're going to block this guy. He's going to be killed in the attack phase. I'm sorry, we're not doing anything in the range and siege attack phase. This guy then, I think let's take 2 wounds from him, I think. Actually, that would be 2 wounds to hand and 2 wounds to discard. I think we can actually do it without taking wounds from him. So if we go with Determination with one of the blue crystals here for a block of 5, plus our Rage for a block of 2, so that's a block of 7. That's enough to block this guy. So those 3 aren't attacking. This guy's blocked, this guy's blocked. And then we go on to the attack phase. This guy is destroyed using Exploding Shield. We're going to need 15 points of attack for this guy because he has all 3 resistances. And I think for this, we can activate the Ultim Guardians for 5, Utum Guardian for 2, that's 7, 3 from the Catapults, that's 10, and 5 from the Amethyst Freezers, that's 15. It's more than enough to take him out. So he's dead, and then these 3 are the remaining ones. And I think for these, I'm going to let's play Will Focus with a green from our inventory. Or actually, no, we don't need to because we have unlimited green from the Emerald Ring. So we're going to use Ice Bolt with that. So that is a ranged ice attack of 6. So we're going to group these 2 enemies, I think. So we have ice attack of 6, and then we can use a red from our inventory for 4. So that's 10. And then play Mana Draw sideways, I think, for actually no, let's use Improvisation with Mana Draw, using the red from our inventory for an attack of 5. So that's a total attack of 11, which is enough to take those 2 out. And then for the last enemy, we need 6 attack, and I think let's use a red from the source with Blood Rage for an attack of 4, and then we can play these 2 sideways for an attack of 6, I think. Yeah, we'll go with that. So that is a total attack of 6. He's dead as well. So just to recap, we played Stamina to move in. We couldn't lose any more Reputation. Did nothing in the range and siege attack phase. We played Burning Shield after breaking the Emerald Ring. We used a black from the Emerald Ring and a red to play Exploding Shield for Fire Block 4. He was successfully blocked and he would be destroyed in the attack phase. These 3 enemies were stopped using the Banner of Fear, and then sorry, not that guy. yeah, it was this guy, was blocked using determination and rage. These three were stopped from attacking using the banner of fear. And then in the attack phase, we used all 4 of our units to destroy this one. And then for these, we grouped these two, played Will Focus with Ice Bolt for an ice attack of 6, plus improvisation with a red for an attack of 5. That's a total of 11, enough to take those guys out. And then for this, we used our Blood Rage for an attack of 4, and these two sideways for an attack of 2, which is enough to take those out. So that is all 5 of them defeated. We will tidy up these. So that's red, green. These we do have a white and a blue left over, which we didn't use. And then this gets re-rolled. It's a blue. Blue goes away. I will tidy these up. We did break both of our artifacts, so those are going back into onto the bottom of the artifact deck. Green is there, and these are getting discarded as well. So that is that, and we will take our fame for this. So it's 4 plus 5 is 9, plus 7 is 16, 3 is 19, and then the last one is 8, so that's 27. We're at 65, 75, 85. That's going to be 92, which is not enough to level up twice, but we do get 1 more command token. Those go over there, and we are getting 5 shield tokens here. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're drawing up for hand limit, so it's Rage, Threaten, and Crushing Bolt. And we can actually use Long Night as well, so we shuffle our D deck and we can take 3 more cards back into our hand. So let's see what we get, and then that'll determine what we do on the last turn of the game here. We can't actually interact, so I think it might just be limited to taking out that orc. So we get 3 more. And we get stamina, swiftness, and determination. Okay. And I think, yeah, let's just engage this guy in combat because we can't interact. So we will play Rage and Determination for a block of 4. So he's successfully blocked. And then we can use Swiftness with the white from the source for an attack of 3 and play these 2 sideways for an attack of 2. So that's a total attack of 5. We get Fame plus 1 and our Reputation plus 1 and 3 Fame. 1, 2, 3. So he's dead. And yeah, we can finish up there, I think. And yeah, that is the game. Let me tidy up and then we can come back and maybe score. Okay, so let's score. I'm never sure if people are interested in seeing the score, but spells plus 2 for 1 spell. So 1, 2, 4 advanced actions. 1, 2, 3, 4. No artifacts. We have 5 crystals, so that's 2 points. So 1, 2. Sites, we had the dungeon 2, 4, 6, 8. Did we have any more? Dungeon, keep, monastery. So that's another 8. So we go up to 111. No wounds. 20 for cities. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then 15, so that goes up to 25 there. 30 for each unplayed round. There were none. 1 for each card there, so that's another 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And sorry, I forgot the units as well. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that is up to 45. So that's 165, I think. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this playthrough. It was probably a little bit rusty, given how long it's been since I published on the channel. But yeah, let me know any thoughts you had in the comments. Always keen to hear from people. any mistakes I made or things I could have done better. But yeah, hopefully we can start publishing more regularly now with the new camera. Again, thanks to Adam in particular, and everyone else who contributed. But I think that's going to do it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hope you can join again next time. Thank you.